Hey guys, it's Alex, and in today's video I want to show you how to do link building for your travel website. By the way, if you need help with link building for your site or any of the digital marketing for your travel website, you can click the link down below. You can book a call with me. I'm happy to take a look at your site, answer any questions you might have, and see if there's any opportunity to work together. In any case, let's just jump right into it. I was just doing some client work, and I just wanted to show you guys how I would personally go about building links for a travel website. Now, this strategy will apply for any site. But in this case, it's going to be for walking tours in Athens. You are going to need a tool like SEMrush or Ahrefs or any kind of competitor analysis tool that does show you links. Without it, it's going to be extremely difficult to even make changes like that or even build links or put together a link building strategy that makes sense. But with that in mind, what you want to do is search, whether you're using SEMrush or Ahrefs, is start by searching for the keyword of the core keyword, the core service of your travel business. In this case, walking tours in Athens, right? Now we're looking at all the URLs, and what the whole strategy here is to see the links that are pointing to these websites and make a solid effort to replicate these links for ourselves. Now, for the travel niche, this is going to be quite difficult because a lot of these are established sites. It is going to be expensive if you do want to outrank a lot of these businesses and show up on the first page of Google. That's why I recommend running ads, and you can check out some of my other videos for that. But what you want to do is look for the actual specific URL backlinks as opposed to just the domain backlinks. While the domain matters, the URL is going to be a lot more relevant for a lot of you smaller businesses or just smaller guys that are just starting out. And as you can see, there are a few options here that show no authority score, meaning there aren't links pointing to these pages in particular, although the domain does carry a lot of value here, for example, with Get Your Guide or Athens Walking Tours, and even Viator, right? But it does show that if you can point links to your specific page, there is a chance that for example, Walking Tours in Athens, you could get somewhere on the page, onto page one, with just a concentrated effort of link building, right? So from here, what you want to do is you're going to take the most relevant sites, and you're going to try to replicate their backlinks. And how to do that with Ahrefs or in SEMrush in particular is on the left here. You can just go to Backlink Analytics. This is just going to open this, and then from here, right, or even you can just go to Backlink Audit, and there's going to be even an option for Backlink Gap, right? And this is going to be what you would do if you have an existing site, is you could add your link, add the competitor, add your URL, add your competitor URLs, and then just work on them from there. Most of you are probably not at that stage yet. You probably don't have any links at all. But just for the example, since most of you will have a site, let's choose a website here at random and do a competitor, New Athens free tour. Let's just use this one as an example. All right. So for your backlink gap, you're going to add this, and then you would just add as many competitors as you can. You don't need all of them for free walking tour, right? So this one is definitely a competitor you would want to replicate the links from, right? So you would just add this here. I'm not sure why that didn't save. Copy, like that, right? Another relevant one would be this one, Athens free tour, or just copy, excuse me. You would add that there. Right, TripAdvisor, you don't have to worry about that. TripAdvisor is going to have insane links. This one does have a lot of links, but the site itself carries a lot of domain authority. So you could just jump down to Athens Walks. The more local ones are going to be better, are going to make more sense for your domain, especially if you are a local business offering walking tours in, for example, Athens or in your area. And just maybe look for one more option. For example, let's go with athensfreewalkingtour.com. It's a great domain. And then you add this here, right? So this is just our test domain, New Athens Free Tours. And then now it's just going to give us all the links pointing to the root domain, so the actual URL. These aren't like huge sites, so it would make sense to try to go ahead and replicate the backlink profile of these domains. And so now it's going to give us a huge list of domains, of URLs actually, of backlinks. And we can, and this is where you would start your link building strategy. So there's two ways to go about this. What I like to do personally is go through all of these manually and see which of these makes sense for me as a link that can be replicated. Even with a huge budget, for example, you're not going to replicate a Marriott.com link, right? while it's possible over a long enough timeline, it's something that can be done. But a lot of these are going to be very difficult to replicate. If you have a large budget, it's possible. And if you have a focused digital marketing strategy, it is also possible. But what you would then want to do is go through all of these and start to look for the ones that are most relevant, right? So Substack, for example, I think is probably just an author. A byline domain, no. It is a article in Greece. Yeah, so this would be one that you could actually replicate. I'm not sure if it's a do follow or follow domain, but for example, you can see that they have food tour of Athens as their anchor text. That doesn't necessarily matter. What's more important is the link. So what you would do here is actually just go into your spreadsheet. You would add the URL, right? That's showing the wrong URL. You'd add the URL, right? And you would say link built, date submitted to date built, right? And then your URL, so link URL. And then this is now a link that you know that you would need to go try and replicate for your own site. And then you would just continue going through them all to find the ones that make sense most for your business, right? But another easy way to go about it is take the whole domain. This is the more manual strategy, right? This is something that I would personally do because you're able to find the best quality links. It does take a little bit more time up front, but you are able to find the links that you can actually build. The next thing you would do is highlight the domain. Let me just go back. Is you would take the domain, right? Because in theory, you want to replicate all of the links from a specific domain, right? You would just do this, click analyze. And then now this is going to populate all of the backlink data. Right? None of this is so important, right? But from here, you would just click backlinks. You would scroll down. For links per referring domain, only one matters. You only need one link from the referring domain. The rest lose quite a bit of their value, so it's kind of diluted to have more than one. Doesn't make sense to build more than one. And then you would just click one link per domain, right? This is populating in. And now here what you would do is now you have the list of all the domains that your competitor has. A lot of these are not going to be relevant, but there's not a whole lot, so there is going to be an opportunity to build quite a few of these. And this is just one of your competitors, right? So you just click export, CSV. You go to your sheets. Oops. You file. Nope. Sorry, move my face there. You open a new tab there in Google Sheets. File, import. And what you want to do is import this sheet. Just like this. Append to the current sheet. And now you have a list of all the domains with the authority score, the source title, not so important, but you can leave it there. Source URL, target URL, as well as anchor. This no follow, do follow doesn't really matter, especially when you first start out with building links. And then from here, you can just format the sheet in a way that makes sense for you, right? And then what I like to do is structure it like this so I can actually read them all. All right, and now you have a list of all the links just from one competitor. What I would do also is just add all the links from like the top 10 competitors into this one spreadsheet, because from here you can start going through and building your own link. So for example, if you have a Pinterest account or not, you could just go ahead and sign up for a Pinterest account. And this gives you an interesting link right here in the top, right? Just a little Athens walking tour link back to your website. Now, does it play a huge difference? No, but it's an easy link to build. It does give you a little bit of a social media presence, and it just makes it easier to move forward with your link building strategy, right? And then from here, what you need to do is actually start going through each of these URLs. A lot of them are not going to be relevant. Like, for example, unless you have a big budget, it's not going to be worth going for a USA Today URL or USA Today backlink. For example, it's going to be the same with Marriott, but or even Paris Police. But this is also a link that doesn't matter. American Spoon coupon code, completely irrelevant, right? A lot of these are going to be irrelevant. But what you could do then, for example, is that where was the blog post here? Is best day trips from Greece, travel with Blender, a travel blogger, right? They probably went on a tour. And you can actually find out at the bottom, maybe it's a sponsored post, maybe not. Maybe not. So what you could do from this though is either message this person, right? They will have contact information somewhere, right? There's a lot of ads popping up, but work with us. And they have promote your product, promote your website, or write for them. But you can reach out to this guy. You can reach out to Josh and ask for a link placement. This could cost you 25 bucks, 100 bucks. I mean, that's a little bit on the high side, but you could ask to have your business listed on this website, whether you submit content to this page. You can even work with it from an influencer marketing standpoint. So invite him on a tour or offer him a tour next time this person is in Greece or Athens, for example. And it's really that easy, right? And then with your spreadsheet, you would be tracking everything. And then just to show you another quick example, again, a lot of these are not going to be the most relevant, but for example, thetravel.com, right? It's another travel website where it wouldn't hurt to have your business, your walking tour, or whatever travel business listed here. You'd have to reach out to them. There will be a budget you typically require to get a link posted here, but once that link is posted, it's going to send the information. It's going to send the good signals back to your site. It is going to result in a link to your site, which you need, and that's just really how you go about working on your travel website link building strategy. Also, one more thing you want to check is always to make sure that the URL or the website is legitimate. Some of them are just solely link farms, right, where they're just adding a lot of bullshit nonsense links just for money, right? So to do that, you just search the root domain, so travelsupermarket.com, just to see if it's actually ranking for anything or driving traffic, right? And for example, this is a huge website. It's driving a ton of traffic, ranking for a ton of keywords in Greece, 276,000 keywords in the UK, right? So a link from this website would be worth focusing on trying to build, right? Where to go in Greece, Athens walking tour is the anchor. This would be a fantastic link that you can either replicate on your own or make an effort to build. And again, it's really that easy. Over time, with all these different websites, regardless of your niche, you're going to be able to build 5, 10, 15, 100 links per month. Again, depending on your budget as well, you are going to have to pay for a lot of these links, although that's kind of frowned upon. But that really is the strategy for link building for travel websites. By the way, guys, if you have made it this far, thank you for watching. I appreciate all of you. You can click the link down below if you need help with the link building for your travel websites. We work with a lot of travel websites specifically for things like link building, and we're happy to take control of this whole process for you, get you the links you need so that you can focus on what matters most, and that is working on your travel business, running tours, helping other travelers, and whatever that may be. If you made it this far, thank you for watching, and we will see you guys in the next video.